from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 18 of the NFL on EA Sports. And the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on Carson Wentz and the Indianapolis Colts.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in April, the rookie from Clemson, Trevor Lawrence.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who have helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well. But that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out. Finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them. And we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And here's Rodgers on the return. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led by their 6-year quarterback out of North Dakota State, a former Pro Bowler, Carson Wentz.
In his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
They'll get this out wide to Taylor. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. Room here to run. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 22 and a first down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Wentz now on first down. Flush to his right. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Wentz going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. Wentz looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hines, and he's got this down to the 35. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Six yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Wentz now on first down. Oh, stays up. And the catch made by Hilton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz forced out to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field that brings up third down. Now Wentz on third down. Touchdown! T.Y. Hilton with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out and start the drive at the 25. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go.
Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take...
And that is caught. Touchdown. Well, there is a marker on the field. The celebration may be short-lived. Let's see. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
On second down, it's Taylor. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing on first is Wentz. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Mo Alley Cox. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Taylor, and he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Colts are able to grow their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they?
go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah. Well.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown.
Jamal Agnew now to return it.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. The Jaguars again ready to take over on offense.
And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
So, Charles, we have reached the end here of a long season, Week 18, which we don't say very often, although this is not the first Week 18 that the NFL has ever seen.
Not at all. And, Brandon, some of the people might be a little bit too young to remember, but back in 1993, the league experimented with giving teams 2 open weeks for the year. And we also saw Week 18 when the league was on pause for a few weeks in 2001 following the attacks on September 11th.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. On 1st down, Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
These two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the visiting Jaguars who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Jacksonville.
He completes it to Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 26.
Lawrence to Shenault for a Jaguar 1st. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. This is Chenault on the receiving end. Touchdown, Jaguars! Laviska Chenault with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Gostkowski the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retakes center stage. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
These two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville, with the Jags coming out on top. So a win here in Jacksonville would give them the season series.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing now is Wentz. This is caught by Hilton. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton. 77 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Early on, you hit on it. Needing to avoid the big play. Easier said than done, though. There's a big touchdown.
Yeah, the big thing is when he does get his catches, you've got to tackle him and get him on the ground. Obviously, weren't able to do it on that one.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
To return, here's Agnew.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over.
There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Lawrence.
Austin's got it left side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the 44, Lawrence. And Jones has it over the middle. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Now Lawrence on 1st down.
He'll get this to Ogunbowale out of the backfield. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays. And
they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. That one caught by Ozigbo as running back. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start in the AFC South, a division matchup between Tennessee and Houston. And it's the Titans on top as that one draws close to halftime. The Titans just looking to put one final win on the board and finish this regular season at a disappointing 5-11. From there, we head to Hard Rock Stadium to check on the Dolphins at home in Miami. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. The Patriots seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. In that game, all square as they take on the visiting Cowboys. In our game, it's been Carson Wentz with a strong first half. His guys have a 2-touchdown lead as we hand it back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And the Colts ready to go to work to start the third quarter.
And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On third down, this is Jackson. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you've got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. First and 10. Here's Wentz.
Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Played college football here in the Sunshine State. It's USF's Marlon Mack. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Try and run for this with Mack. And some space here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll be out of bounds. Across the 30-yard line. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Lawrence. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence.
And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 39. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. Now Lawrence to throw.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 27, Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing left side, it's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Hines.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Colts stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
To return, here's Agnew.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the the 29. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Carson Wentz. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them, because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
To return, here's Agnew.
And able to get this out to the 25.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On play action, Lawrence.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
On first down, Lawrence.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
And that last throw, Charles, an important one stat-wise for this young rookie. It puts him over 4,000 yards passing for the season.
And you think about some of the great seasons by rookie quarterbacks in recent vintage. How about it?
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked off near the 44. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. To return, here's Agnew.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville offense ready to go back to work.
And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, well, man, what do you need? What's going on here? So he's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. Jones has it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. 1st down and much more here for Jones. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. But to throw again is Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Here's Lawrence. And this is caught at the 8. And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride.
Exercise and futility right now. Still down big. Gostkowski for the point after. Respectable here in our final quarter. 7 plays. And it culminates in bring it. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have. This offense now as they get set to take over. To 6. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Throwing is Wentz. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Wentz now to throw. He's got it to Hilton. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Wentz to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
2nd and 10.
Now Wentz. Flushed out right.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Jags will take over here just shy of the 30. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have anybody giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Rocky Sin. And the Colts come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do it. It's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Indianapolis,
a win here in Week 18 means they'll finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-5.
And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they dropped their 7th game on the year. And it will be a disappointing finish to the regular season, no doubt. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.